Welcome, everybody. Dash Mystery Tournament 2024, Week 5. I am that one pigeon that talks a lot. Jestro Zooks on tracking. JXB Adam with me on comms. We got Leslie Pro versus Freddy. We don't know what we're going to have, because that's why we call it mystery, but we're going to have fun with it. Isn't that right, Scooby? Okay, cool. Adam, how are you?
I'm actually doing wonderful, and I'm the not pigeon that talks a lot. So we're in good company up here in the comms booth. I think we're super excited for tonight's matchup. We see SpeedGaming 6, which we don't normally see, and it looks like SpeedGaming 6 was a little tired, but we got the scene swap going. We're about ready to start. What kind of seed are we gonna have?
I'm not sure, but SpeedGaming folks have done so much work today, and not just for Super Metroid, but for literally a dozen different games through all their channels. So thank you to the SpeedGaming community and all the volunteers that help out with that, because without them, this isn't possible. So, yeah, thank you for giving us a channel. I think we're going to see the rare heat shield in this one. And I think we're going to have, well, not full countdown, because I can't guess that anymore. But we'll see. We do have a starter or starter plus charge.
That's right, and we are off. We'll get the stream synced in a couple of seconds, folks. That way we can know exactly what's going on with where our runners are at. We're not going to know if we're Major, Minor, or Chozo until we get to at least the Morph Pedestal, if not further.
Yeah, and most of the time, Morph Ball's down there. If it's not, then I get really confused, and, well, a confused bird is just sad.
Well, I will say with the most of the time, that's going to be about 50% of the time, because that's just the way Chozo and Major, Minor can be. The real surprise is going to be our bosses. Will they be surprised?
Yes. I'm going to go yes. 10%
that
chance.
Is,
let's go for it.
That's a bold prediction. You heard it here first, SpeedGaming 6. If you're up to gambling and you have SpeedGaming 6 points, you can gamba right on that. Oh wait, no, we don't have a prediction. Never mind. Sorry, chat, false alarm. But we do have the Morph Ball on the Morph Pedestal, so we still have no idea which mode we're in. The Ceiling E-Tank is our next chance to know what's going on.
And you can always gamble milkshakes and breadcrumbs with me. And then let me know your Venmo breadcrumb address. Hey, it's Screw Attack, so this looks really, really Chozo-y.
This smells like a Chozo seed. And by smells like a Chozo seed, this is absolutely a Chozo seed.
I'm still smelling it, but thank you for letting us know for real, because it takes me a minute to catch up.
That's okay. It takes me longer than the stream delay to catch up, and that's a long time. And oh my goodness, it's double jump up here, so bonus major.
Mini space jump to go along with Screw Attack. We get to jump twice and go kapew kapew while not even shooting. So that's huge.
And an E-Tank back here. We're missing only one important thing, and that would be ammo. Where's the ammo at in this seed?
Hopefully we never get any ammo, and we just started her this entire game with the Screw Attack.
Yeah, my favorite part is our tracker, Jestro, and a thank you to Jestro for coming out and tracking for us tonight, pointing out just how much confusion seeing that double jump could have caused, because the double jump shuffles either into a major spot or a minor spot, depending on the mode. And so me and Salty could have been up here just confused as all ever without that Screw Attack being there. But that Screw Attack is going to be our logical access to a bunch of things.
Just like old Mother Brain, and we can get some ammo here. What is that ammo?
Absolutely.
I'm going to guess that it's super missiles, because I saw it already.
Wait.
So wait. Go pigeon.
You know, it's super missiles, and I know that because Salty said it.
And I was smart enough to wait long enough to look at it. But
so,
time.
Yep, we're going to do a good climb here. There is a not insignificant chance that we will see a bomb Chorizo check, and if there's Morph Ball bombs there, a bomb Chorizo fight, because this is Chozo mode. we're going to want to get over there. We still can't check 230 missiles, and we don't know if we're in area randomization yet.
Yeah, not at all, but we do have two Chozos here, BT and Gauntlet, that we can say what's up to. Freddy having a little bit of a climb frustration, which I totally get. Leslie Pro almost at the top of Parlor. I think we're going to see double BT, though. It just seems logical.
Yeah, no. You got to go BT first, and then if you still don't have the explosives to do much, that's when it gets a little spicy. I don't know if you can screw attack through and get that bottom block to continue through to ammo. Oh, it's just super missiles. Interesting.
I've been angry for 2 years because my favorite bar shut down in 2022, and they had the best buffalo wings ever. And I'm still salty about that. So I haven't had good wings in 2 years. 2.5 almost.
Oh no, that is actually the tragedy of the tragedy of Salty Pigeon right there, ladies and gentlemen. You got to hear it live on SpeedGaming 6.
SpeedGaming 6, the Ocho. Even though Ocho means 8 in Spanish, but yes, you get it. It's dodgeball time.
All right, and we get some missiles down here at Terminator. This seed is just not going to let our runners get all the way to the back of Gauntlet. They could still go to the front of Gauntlet. Suit restrictions in Chozo mode are still on, so there won't be any of our favorite suits here, and it's vanilla map.
I don't know what kind of wings I said, but I meant buffalo sauce chicken wings. So whatever that means to anyone. That's my favorite food, and I don't get to eat as much bird as I like to eat. So I'm a cannibal bird.
Yeah,
I get it.
It's all good. And Freddy discovering that, yes, the vanilla red door does mean Vanillatorian. I think that was just a muscle memory from a bunch of area seeds, because honestly, it's easy enough to happen. Leslie going here into Bryn Reserve, misses the mock ball, finds an E-tank. Let's go.
Okay, that's fair. They're called buffalo wings from the places I've lived in the last 15 years. And none of those places are called buffalo. So I understand the difference, but they're still tasty.
Yeah, if your stomach will let you eat the buffalo sauce. Buffalo sauce is just a spicy sauce. There, Uncle Iro, who is from Buffalo, New York, and letting us know that in the chat. And there's that mock ball from Freddy. Now we get to see what's up at Bryn Reserve. Leslie Pro following suit. Here we go. X-ray scope on the Chozo.
And I am a never rancher. Nope, it's just the hot sauce. I will not waste my chicken with that disgusting bird feces of a salad dressing. And that's the bottom line, because Salty Madness said so.
There you go. Leslie does see there's power bombs back there. Did take one attempt to get that screw attack trick to break that block to get to those power bombs. Not an easy trick to pull off. And we have a Draxus in chat. Audra, welcome in. Thank you for using my favorite Buffalo sentence in all of the English language. Totally correct.
And thank you for not talking about O.J. Simpson. Sadly, that's still Buffalo's best pro player. And it's been 41 years.
And this, folks, is why we are in Big Pink right now, moving on in Super Metroid.
That's why we're on SpeedGaming 6. It's not the runner's fault, it's because Salty was going to talk about really, really old players that did terrible things in their life. Energy Tank, right outside Mission Impossible.
So, right now it looks like we're on a power bomb hunt.
Oh yeah, fantastic player, but not a fantastic human.
And we do find those power bombs above our charge check. Let's see what the charge beam Chozo's holding for us today.
It's charge at charge. Oh my word. This is just... Is this even randomized? guys. And it started.
And it's the full charge beam now. Let's go.
Alright, so we're gonna get a super neat Spospo super check from Freddy. And this is obviously going to be space jump, because what else could it be? It's grappling beam.
It's grapple beam. There we go. So now the X-ray Chozo is in logic. This seed just keeps on giving. Leslie down here getting some miners at Edicoons. Okay, that is certainly a place you can go in Super Metroid when you're in Chozo. Maybe Leslie hasn't deduced that yet.
You're absolutely right, Adam. Lamar Odom did play for the Lakers for a few years.
You know,
Wait,
I had
what
completely...
Are we talking about?
I think we were talking about baseball.
Oh, yeah, the Expos were a team way back when. They played in Montreal.
So, in 40 years, everyone who's watching this on YouTube, just remember that there were missiles at pipe missiles in Green Bryn as Leslie is climbing out of his Edicoons check.
Maybe not knowing that it's Chozo going down there. Maybe still thinking maybe it's Major Minor because of the weird kind of double jump being there. I don't know.
Shouldn't be thinking that because of all the E-tanks we found in minor locations, but again, who am I to say? I'm only the one that can write it down to remember to ask in the interview if there was a little confusion at the beginning of the seed.
Well, you can't ask me about memory, so we'll just have to go with it.
All right, we've got Freddy going up Red Tower as Leslie is continuing through Big Pink now. Oh, look at that, Salty. You just made Owl sad. How could you go do that?
I didn't mean to make anybody sad. I missed the Expos too. They had a really cool hat. I really liked their hat. I wasn't even an Expos fan, but I liked their hat.
All right, we've got Freddy heading down to Alpha Power Bombs. What will this Chozo statue hold for us tonight?
No, it's got to be Space Jump.
To just obsolete the double jump right away? Nope, it's Power Bombs. Also, to Owl, GG's on you and Audra racing Super Metroid in the Expo's former stadium. That's pretty epic.
That is actually super duper cool. I don't have a story like that. I played Halo 1 on like a mega church's projector with some people, but still not even close to as cool.
And we see Leslie's continuing to check miners here, gonna make an attempt at the wave gate glitch, and with one super left, either farming or bailing on it. As Freddy is heading up the elevator at the top of Red Bryn. There's the charge upgrade for Leslie. Yes, Salty, please.
Oh, sorry. I was just gonna say, not a bad play with grapple beam. This will be an easy Fantoon check / murder, as long as it is Fantoon, because we do have vanilla map. We don't know about the bosses yet. More supers. I like it.
You know what they say about more supers? The more supers you have, the faster you can kill Ridley.
Yes, Sir Riddlesworth III.
The vanilla boss of Norfair. However, we don't have any idea if Sir Riddles will even make an appearance this seed, but we will find out.
Hey, does that Super Missile pack ever remind you of the Rose in Beauty and the Beast when you look at it? Or is that just me? Remember the Rose in the glass jar thing?
Yeah, you could see it that way. I just see it as super missiles in a glass jar, and I'm gonna go wreck things with those.
Oh, not the super missiles, the regular missiles.
Oh, the regular missiles. Well, you know, the same thing, only I'm going to do a little less wrecking because it's a lot less damage with those. And
That's
here's
fair.
Leslie going to check the X-ray beam, which I don't think Freddy did. Freddy just heading right over here to wreck ship, going to take a save before checking the boss.
And that's
Solid
always
play
smart.
indeed.
Always smart in mystery. Unless it's the fourth boss and you have all your items, then don't worry about it. Or the third boss if you're, you know, good.
And there's one of the Chozo E-tanks, so I'm sure the confusion may continue for Leslie, if Leslie is indeed confused. Freddy sees missiles at Spooky Missiles and says, yeah, I'm good on ammo, I've got a charge beam.
The strongest charge beam in the game. It does the regular amount of damage. So with those 60 shots, a Mother Brain 2 fight will only take not 900, but 300 if you don't get anything else.
Yeah, no ammo, 300 shots. I mean, I sure couldn't do that fight, but here is Kraid in wreck ship, and it says Kraid, so we have shuffled bosses tonight.
And Surprise can't roll any shuffled stuff, right?
That's correct. If this were Surprise, it could be Kraid, but it would show wreck ship as the area.
So shuffled it is. And Kraid is standing. Like a
We
good
love
lizard.
this DLC.
Only $4.99 in Japan.
And there's the gravity suit at the Spazer check. So we'll see when Freddy gets back to that. What's behind Kraid? The Spood Beaster.
And for everyone that doesn't know bird speak, it's the speed booster. But that's my fault for making everyone say that.
Ow, I only do that when you're on comms with me, Salty, or if you're racing. Otherwise, I just call it Speed Booster. And we do have a question from chat. No Ford Kraid Fiesta from Ike TV. That's correct. We don't get the four Kraid Fiesta, but we do get the tongue-twisted JX, which is okay.
Yeah, JX Adam had a horrible accident as a young child skiing, and his tongue got smashed in half by some sort of snowboard. So that's why he talks the way he does. Is that right, or did I just make that up?
You just made that up, but that's a good enough origin story for my inability to speak the English language clearly most of the time.
Kind of like that Double Dog Dare in that one movie that I.
That's right, where it's the one where you shoot your eye out and the kid gets his tongue stuck to the flagpole.
Yeah, that's the one.
It was some type of story about a major holiday.
Yeah, I think it was Happy Pie Day. It was something about March 14th. Anyway, we're fine. Leslie's gonna go check out the Kraid boss. And we are pretty darn sure it's not Kraid, right? Are we sure about that?
We are positive. This will not be Kraid.
Okay.
As Freddy has gone to the ship, taken a save, gonna go check the back of Gauntlet here.
Yes,
Won't be
it was
finding...
Happy Gilmore. Sorry.
Oh, yeah! That's right, where the price was wrong.
Oh, Bob Barker. You silly son of a gun.
Yep, and we do find that the Kraid and Fantoon swapped. What do you normally call these apartments?
I guess
residences.
So. Yeah, they switched apartments or houses, whatever you want to say.
Oh, and Gauntlet was the rudest Chozo item you could find, just a regular missile.
That's pretty yucky. That's not very nice for Freddy. So Freddy now probably just gonna head south.
Yeah, took
a Red Bryn.
Took a reset. Probably gonna head back to Red Bryn. Hasn't checked either major there, so has not found the gravity suit, which appears to be pointing our progression to Meridia.
Yeah, Happy Gilmore is the movie where James Bond is taking a bath with a lot of bubbles, and he looks at the fountain and says, "Stop looking at me, Swan." And that's what that is.
Oh, Freddy remembering over here to check 230. I had completely forgotten about this, and highly rewarded with everybody's favorite beam.
The space laser. Kapew, kapew.
That's right. This was Super Metroid's idea for a wide beam.
Happy Gilmore was the guy that loved Subway sandwiches.
You see, that's my favorite thing about calling these races is invariably they turn to talking about food, and I've almost never eaten before I call a race because it's
So
just
you're ready
reasons.
to chow down at the end of it, yeah. Yeah, I can't wait till this race is over now so I can go cook some food. I don't care what it is anymore.
So, question from Ike TV. This is Dash. So, doesn't the spacer do the extra stuff? And in the regular Dash randomizer, that's absolutely correct. The spacer will open up waterway and will also open up the Batwoon hallway. I believe. No, is it Batwoon hallway? Wreck Ship Reserve. I think
I
Wreck
think
Ship
so.
Reserve.
I think
One
it's
of
Baldwin
those
Hallway
two.
as well.
Oh.
But that's Dash Recall.
Yeah,
So
that's not
Dash
going to
has
be
gone through
this.
a few different revisions, but in this mystery tournament, Spazer doesn't have those extra niceties.
And that is correct.
Oh yeah, now it's the whole thing. They changed it, so it is what it is. That was last year's contribution, and it was not bad. It was smart. I like that they gave Spazer extra love. But they're still working on it, and they constantly work on it. So I really enjoy Dash and what they come out with. They've given me dozens of hours of entertainment.
So as Audra is pointing out in chat, because the comms don't normally know what they're talking about, but the players definitely do. The spacer things in Dash are actually a setting that you can turn on and off. So that's good to know. I'll try to keep that in mind in the future.
No, that's okay. We can let chat remind us every time.
I didn't say I'd remember. I said I would try.
Okay. And as long as we can get the chat talking about different Sandler movies constantly during Metroid runs, then I think we're doing a good job.
Well, my favorite part is when we get the runners doing a watch back and they're like, what on earth is chat even doing? And that's perfectly fine. We do see that Freddy did find the E-Tank at the X-ray location. Leslie checked the high jump location and was punished by just seeing a missile.
Yeah, that's now our second missile on a Chozo statue, so we're not going to see any more missile Chozo statues, which is good.
Yeah,
but also
we won't see any more.
I
don't think we'll see any more supers either. Maybe we'll see one more super, but on a lighter note or heavier note, depending, Freddy is heading to the spacer check now, going to get the gravity suit. And Owl seems to appreciate the misinformation from comms. This is, and I will remind everyone, the Dash Mystery Tournament, where we don't know the settings, and it is possible that deceptive commentary has rolled on for this seed.
Yeah, that's very true.
I think I caught Salty off guard with that one. And yes, that is a Z1R joke, and it's actually a Z1R joke that I think I came up with of all Z1R jokes.
I'm definitely off guard right now. Just like that movie where Adam Sandler played Shadow of the Colossus.
And we see some super missiles that are speed locked here in Main Street. Super missiles at Crab Supers, that's a little vanilla. Freddy going into Kraid's lair. Going to check this item in the closet. It won't be a major, but it could be something nice. And then we'll be going to do battle with the ghost with the most resets, Fantoon. And thank you, Jestro, for keeping it honest. It's Sunday night on the Roku. You're just going to get what you get.
Like a Wind Waker auction goer. That's perfect. I remember that. Oh man, you just brought me back to like 2001, 2002, where I'm up at 4 in the morning and my brother comes in the room from out of somewhere, not smart probably. All of a sudden, you got those crazy cartoon faces going, "What? How'd the kid bet that much rupees?"
All right, we see Leslie is checking the Mama Turtle area, has found a power bomb and another power bomb. So double power bomb MT. I don't think Leslie maybe understands Chozo. Well, again, I keep saying it, so I'll remember to ask in the interview, because I know Leslie runs a lot of games, and sometimes the things can just get like mixed together in the brain. I can completely understand that.
Yeah, I can't even keep track of one randomizer, but Leslie Pro runs SMB through randomizer and Final Fantasy randomizer on top of Super Metroid randomizer, and that would just be way too much for me to deal with right now. So,
Oh, well, if it makes you feel any better, Leslie also runs the Zelda 1 randomizer.
so there's four of
And
them right there. Holy cow!
and here goes Freddy, gonna take on the ghost. You know, that's not an unreasonable thing to do. Be looking for some easy supers. I didn't see if Leslie popped in and grabbed the crab supers that were seen when Leslie climbed to Main Street. Gonna go up here to the top though. Not sure where Leslie's going. Probably realizes no bot wound access yet.
Did Leslie beat a boss already? Didn't Leslie beat Phantom?
Yeah, Leslie has beaten Fantoon. See, this is how you know it's bad, Salty. We're distracting Jestro.
Yeah,
that takes
Jestro
real
so
effort
badly.
and skill.
I'm such a menace that I distracted the best ever. It's like that time Tom Brady thought it was 5th down. That's what happened to Jestro. Poor guy. It's my fault. I'm sorry.
No, I believe you, Jestro. We know the tracker is acting up tonight, and the trackering program does do that sometimes. As Leslie is going down here, going to check alpha power bombs, going to be none too pleased to find power bombs, does need to get up to the wreck ship to get the speed booster, which will unlock the bot wound hallway. Audra speaks the truth with it, which is it is very easy to distract whatever magic is going on in the behind the scenes of speed gaming that our trackers actually hook up to. So chat, I forgot to call it out, but if you did pick Gravity Suit as the first suit that would be found, congratulations, a winner is you. Unfortunately, it's not going to be channel points that you win because there was no prediction, but I will hand out to each and every one of you one shiny internet point. The tracker is not pro Leslie. Poor Leslie Pro. Oh, puns on the name. It hurts, but I like it.
That kind of reminds me of the worst joke I ever made last tournament. When Crazed Gamer was playing Yield Fart Gamer. And I was commenting it with IP. I said something really, really stupid and obvious, and it was funny because it was that bad. I just don't remember what it was anymore, but I do remember Audra telling me I was dumb, and I agreed with her completely.
Well, ultimately, as comms, we are up here to explain the tricks of the game, what's going on, try to keep everybody in chat abreast of all of what is happening in the matchup, and
what
also
about
to just entertain.
I really love fried chicken.
With buffalo sauce.
Let's keep them a thigh of what's going on with all of our buffalo sauce. I'm sorry, you were actually saying real things, and I just jumped in there, so please go ahead.
Oh, that's okay. We've got Leslie heading over to the wreck ship. I think the last logical play that is available to him, going to find Kraid here, going to get the speed booster, and going to just...
I'm sorry. I'm getting like smacked on the nose with a newspaper in chat. It's like bad bird,
yeah,
bad Salty.
Yeah, that's incompetent. Uh-oh. Because Fantoon is dead, we get to see Spiky Room of Death Part 2, the Revenging of Spiky Room, right here It's also known as spooky missiles. And Leslie navigating it like a champ.
Actually, I think Audra gave me props for that joke, for being so dumb that it was good. So, I think I got both out of it. It was fun. It was still a good night.
Buffalo sauce is just butter and Frank's. You dip your buffalo in butter, Uncle Iro? I'm confused.
I thought it was vinegar and butter and cayenne pepper. Anyway, that doesn't matter. Leslie Pro is going over here to a major location, and it's a wave beam.
Okay, everyone in chat needs to take notice of this point in time. We actually got Salty to start talking about the game because I was being so ridiculous. That takes effort.
Wait, Salty was talking about Metroid? See, I think I could honestly commentate for any game because I don't really talk about the game. As long as I have somebody that's doing their job, I can be a part of it. Although when I do single comms, I stay pretty focused.
Yeah, we've got Freddy doing battle with everybody's least favorite hitbox, Bot Woon.
Also known as Norman from 2023. Or Norwood. Yes, it was Norwood, my bad.
And we do have Leslie Pro getting ready to go to town. Let's see if Leslie can pull off a quick kill on Kraid. I have faith. Let's see it happen, Leslie. And unfortunately, we're going to get a little more DLC. Kraid gets a double prom tonight. That's okay. Bot Woon gets spazed to death by Freddy. Good job, Freddy. Freddy moving on here in Meridia. Leslie about to get the, whatever that thing is called, the speed booster.
That's okay. Both of our runners took Kraid, saved Kraid to dance. So that was just kind of them. Honestly.
Also, thank you, Uncle Iro. I actually don't know a lot about the composition of hot sauces, mostly because I can't have them anymore because they just murder me. They taste so delicious, but you know, I will be suffering for the next 8 to 24 hours after having some, and that's just no bueno.
I can go spicy up to a point, but if I go too much, then I'm in trouble.
Okay, Salty, so we have to ask, as Freddy is taking a save before going into Dragon, guarding against the possibility that East Meridia is in fact inhabited by everybody's least favorite space pelican, what is too hot of a sauce for a Salty Pigeon?
You've heard of Buffalo Wild Winds, right?
Yes, I believe I know the chain.
Okay, the blazing sauce, their hottest one, it tastes terrible. It's just hot, and that makes things kind of gross. So I'd prefer a medium is my go-to, but hot is fine, just not stupid hot. So I'll go with hot, but not ridiculous.
We have a spring ball at Rex Ship E-Tank,
and
man, Freddy did in fact.
Anymore. Gross.
Freddy did in fact find Ridley in East Meridia. That's an unfortunate time loss, and I wasn't paying attention to how fast the health was ticking down to see if we do have a 25% reduction rolled on for our gravity suit. If so, having 30 super missiles might make Ridley a doable fight with this much energy.
For sure. And yeah,
Kraid was at Rex Ship.
So yeah, Kraid at Rex Ship.
And Dragon will be in Lower Norfair.
Wait, did one of them kill Ridley while I was talking? Or did we get a reset?
No, one of them saw Ridley and reset. It was Freddy over here in Meridia.
I was about to be like, wow, that was a quick Ridley kill.
Well, the best players can kill Ridley in about 45 seconds, I think, 30 to 45 if they have the supers for it. And it's really a treat to see. I am not one of the best players, and in fact, I could have all the supers in all of Super Metroid, and I'm still going to probably die to Ridley.
What's super impressive is that the new any percent route beam destroying Ridley in like 70 seconds. That's even more impressive than the supers. Because you only have 10 supers you gotta mix in with the rest of your charge shots. And getting out of Ridley's room in 70 seconds or so, it's a beautiful thing to watch.
All right, I think here we're going to see Freddy either. Well, there's a couple of different plays Freddy could make here. I don't know if the gravity heat reduction is taken into logic for getting across the bubble mountain, but doesn't really matter too much because it's going to be the E tanks, and you need to have 4 of them. So 4 equivalent. So 3 E and 1 reserve, which would be all the E we're ever going to get from Chozos.
And to go back to an earlier comment, I apologize, AP. I'll still be your friend. I just hate mayonnaise.
All right, and we see Leslie is finding a few missiles up here, still checking a bunch of majors. We still haven't found much in the way of beams, but, you know, having wave beam, that's a pretty good damage increase. As we can see, the 150 up in the top right corner of the screen, that is the damage from a full charge shot for Leslie Throw, whereas Freddy, with only the Spazer beam, has a damage of 120.
Yeah, so we're going to have some weird mathematical boss fights if we don't find any extra beam stuff, but Freddy is going to get the wave here.
Yeah, Freddy's back here feeling that Wreck Ship has to be the logical progression, and I'm not sure because we do have Frog Speedway open. That changes all the calculus for getting to Bubble Mountain, so the checks in Bubble Mountain might be on logic, a couple of them. And by couple of them, I mean there's 2 checks in Bubble Mountain. Those both, the Wave Beam and the Speed Booster location, may be in logic.
Right, yeah, if it was major minor, it'd be 3 checks for big items, but we're in Chozo, and we learned that a long time ago, but I'll still pretend
Salty,
like I don't know.
Salty, did you see that?
What?
Leslie just got a strike in Super Metroid, going bowling.
Oh man, 2 more of those and you can't play the game on stream anymore. You gotta be careful. You don't want to be getting strikes.
And here I thought you were going to say we have to call him a turkey. Oh, there is a reserve tank. That is the Chozo item back here. Looks like Leslie's still going to do the spark up to get the item at the reserve location. And that is, of course, a minor item in Chozo.
I like turkey. Hey, energy.
Energy keeps you alive, and Spring Ball for Freddy at Wreck Ship E. And Freddy says, nah, Spring Ball ain't for me.
I'm cool with that. Although just because I don't know how to use it, not because
incompetent. I'm supposed to call reserve tanks silvers in this game. So confused.
Oh, that's just because they don't have the nice.
I mean, they're shiny.
On it. They are shiny, yeah. And you need 4 of them to defeat Ganon. So, luckily Samus doesn't have to fight Ganon if she doesn't want to. So there's no need to pick all 4 of them up.
Alright, looks like Leslie Pro is heading back here. Will we be heading to Upper Norfair or going into Meridia? I am sitting back in my seat waiting to find out.
I kind of want to see how that works. Samus throwing a reserve tank at Ganon. And what that even means. Is that, like... No, I'll get fired for saying that. Never mind. I'm not going to even continue.
Alright, Leslie is finally turning down power bombs. A good move with 25 of them.
Thank you. I knew it was a good move not to say what I was going to say. I think that comes with years of being dumb and learning from it. Oh wait, you're talking about the game. That's what we're supposed to be doing. And bowling number 2 for Freddy.
Yeah, Freddy, I think after this, that's going to mean those upper Norfair checks have to be the location of either Heat Shield or Varia Suit, or maybe, just maybe, the logic does take that gravity heat reduction into account, but it won't for lower Norfair. There is just no way. We're not that mean to our runners.
Definitely not.
And also, we do have Jestro, our masterful tracker, reminding us that there is an item at the Ice Beam location that both of our runners have skipped.
It could be Ice Beam too, and that's not even me being dumb.
No, it's entirely possible that could be Ice Beam. Leslie continuing to pick up ammo. I don't really fault this too much, given only Charge Wave. That's still very long fights for different things. But 45 supers, that's a pretty comfy loadout for a Ridley fight.
Or MB2. That's pretty nice regardless, yeah. Leslie Pro's looking very nice on the ammo situation.
That's right. Are we going to 230 now?
Oh, speaking of me saying words silly, do you remember that Key and Peele skit where they had the substitute teacher messing up all the names, like A.A. Ron and Jay Quellen? That was a great skit.
Yeah, I actually work with a guy named Aaron that I call AA Ron occasionally, just because it gets a rise out of him. Because I'm mean, but Leslie does pick up that Spazer beam at 230 missiles.
Too bad one of these players' names isn't Blake, like Blake, but no, it's just Freddy. I guess we'd call him F Ready, and no, I mean this don't really work. Never mind.
Yeah,
I'm on
you
a
could
turtle
call.
check.
Yeah, you could say Leslie, but it just sounds like Leslie. And we've already seen Mama Turtle. It is double power bombs over here.
What
I
about
think
Lay
our
Slay?
runners are. That was actually
Lay
very
Slay.
impressive. Very impressive by Leslie to get across there with the spark to get up to climb supers in criteria.
That was those little hopping yellow dudes are annoying. So nice job holding on to the charge.
Yeah, those bouillons that pop up, they can really ruin your day. Leslie going down here. I believe our runners are confused as to what to do next. I think Leslie is heading towards Billy Mays.
Is Bouillon's their actual name?
Yes, I believe that is the name of the enemy. And
Oh.
chat will mercilessly mock me if I'm incorrect, which would be fine.
I haven't read the manual since '94 when I bought the game brand new, so I don't know, but most of
there's
those
no
have the names
guarantee. Yeah, I don't know if all the names are there, but we do see Leslie heading up here to Billy Mays, a room named for one reason and one reason only. You get one, but wait, there's more. Varia suit hidden at the Ice Beam location.
That's big.
Leslie in shambles here. We have supers, but wait, there's more.
I think with all these extra checks, Leslie
More supers.
doesn't do Chozo much, and that's understandable.
No, that's exactly what I see going on here.
That was my exact first race. I think I had Chozo in my first race, and I had no stinking clue what was going on, so I was checking everything.
Okay, so question from Incompetent Perfectionist. Are they bouillons or boy-ons? I always say bouillon. Just sounds better.
Yeah, it sounds way more French. You should know that, IP. You're French. He's not. He just lived there.
More super missiles for Freddy. Freddy looking to try to get to that 30 as Leslie is well within ammo go mode. But I think...
Sorry, go ahead.
But I do think that Leslie has potentially forgotten the ice beam location, which is quite unfortunate. Because that is the key to the rest of this seed. We see Freddy making a beeline to Lower Norfair.
Yeah, those cubes are delicious in your pasta and soup. And the ice beam location is going to be what is separating us from what's going on here. I think Leslie Pro's already checked this out.
Leslie Pro was in here, did not get the glitch, so is now using the wave beam to just get this now, and about to be disappointed.
Yeah,
did a good job of getting up there and not falling back down the first time. That was impressive, as Freddy is in the lava dive.
Freddy jumped into a Namahe blast. Oh no, just barely dodged it. It's actually kind of impressive dodging that.
And we can see that there is heat reduction on our Varia suit. I'm such an idiot. Gravity? I'm going to stop talking for a second.
Okay, well, as we can see, we do have a little bit of heat reduction on our gravity suit, so we got that super dash special of 25% heat reduction damage, and that's pretty cool. So that gives Freddy a couple extra tries at this gravity jump, even without the high jump boots.
Yep. And Leslie is over here getting missiles at Waterway, and I guarantee Leslie is just scratching his head at this seed. Much unfortunateness. Please remember Ice Beam. Chat, channel your energy. And yes, double jump makes this pretty easy, but no high jump. Freddy's probably not thinking about that, unfortunately.
And nothing I said about the gravity suit matters in the lava dive because we have to turn it off anyway. So I was just on autopilot there. So my bad.
Freddy in a lot of trouble now. Needs to backtrack without taking a hit from a Namahe flame.
Yeah, because those do exactly 44 damage. I think it's 50.
Or 50, but it doesn't really matter. It's greater than the amount of energy that Freddy currently has, and that's all that really matters.
Looks like we're gonna go to the refill room below Bubble Mountain.
Yeah, that's a good place to go. Yes, you can grab jump without the high jump boots. It's not going to get you all the way to the top of the platform. It gets you to as though you had done the very difficult high jumpless jumps to get up to that right side. And no, we're not going to go to the Crocs refill room, Nutella refill. We're going to farm a little bit. Leslie now back into Meridia. Let's see what happens here. This has the potential to help Leslie quite a bit if Leslie does take on Ridley.
Yeah, 50 supers, even without the Varia suit. It's doable.
Yeah, at full energy, it looks like Leslie's heading up here to Watering Hole and presumably will head over to Beach as well. I think Leslie's on the 100% path right now, which is quite unfortunate. Okay, take 2 for Freddy on this lava dive. Here we go. We're going to get it this time.
All right, let's see here. Jump 1. Nope, still kind of stuck.
Yeah, that first jump is bonking on the Namahe head. And here's Leslie in Amphitheater, probably going to go down and check Sand Pits next.
Sadly, nothing's going to be there.
No, the most that Leslie... Alright, Leslie does find an E-Tank, a nice refill, and E-Tank's not bad for Leslie, considering we know Ridley is at the end of this East Meridia trip.
Yeah, and that's not too bad. The only hot room will be the boss room, but you got about 50 supers to deal with Ridley. So you can just go crazy with the supers. You can go absolutely bonkers and fire 5 at the wall if you feel like it, and still knock Ridley out.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend starting with 5 to the wall, though. We're into bot wound for Leslie, as Freddy has completed that lava jump and is now into Lore Norfair proper. One dead sea snack later, Leslie about to head on to the Dragon location and find out that Dragon's not home. Man, it's Ridley.
Yeah, so we had a proper shuffle this time. All 4 bosses not at home. Renting them out to their friends. Maybe they had an Airbnb deal. And you better believe they're charging every single one of them for cleaning. Because that's how they do.
Now, Incompetence got it right in the chat. It's Boss B&B. Here we go.
Boss B&B cleaning fees are a must.
Well, especially after you have Samus over for a little visit. I mean, the wall's got to get cleaned off after that mess.
Yeah, it's like, how dare you die in my apartment? You need to clean this up, Samus.
And we can see the lack of high jumps coming into play here. I didn't notice if Leslie took a save previously, because Leslie's only on 30 super missiles. So this is no longer the free Ridley fight we were talking about.
Yeah, this is going to be
let's
more
see what
difficult.
happens. But we do see gravity heat reduction is on. Leslie can do this fight. Let's go, Leslie.
Yeah, no misses though. So best of luck. Got the fingers crossed for you.
Just got to be careful. Got to stop taking those Ridley hits. Ridley will still pummel you if you don't have the Varia suit.
Yeah, that dumb bird hits hard.
And
I
we
know
have
a thing or two about dumb birds, believe me.
We got Freddy Ender Wasteland down here as Leslie is continuing to battle Ridley. Got Ridley red, but I don't think this one's going to work out, Leslie. This is the reset time.
And I don't remember the last save, unfortunately.
It should have been right up at the top here. I can't imagine Leslie went in without saving. If so, then I'm very, very, very...
That's
oh,
17
no.
minutes, so that's way back.
Oh, no.
That's 40 supers back. Oh my goodness.
I sincerely thought Leslie went up there and saved before going in there. That is catastrophic, and... ouch.
Oh, I'm sorry, Leslie Pro. That was a valiant effort. It's so easy when you're just kind of moving and focusing to forget about taking a safety save for yourself, especially if you're used to, you know, running a certain category. It's like, well, if I die, it's a reset, so whatever, I'm not going to save.
Yeah, and honestly, it's just nobody wants to see that. That was quite unfortunate. And Leslie, like a champ, getting back in there, just dusting himself off and going back over here to take on our good friend Craig. It's not often that you get to see a potential triple prom, and we hope we don't see that. Let's see a good quick kill here, Leslie. A question from Incompetent Perfectionist. He didn't save. I guess that's kind of apparent from what's happened, unfortunately.
Who's Incompetent Perfectionist?
Freddy taking the Dragon free ride up here to the turret to get some crispy fried shrimp.
Jestro. Nice. Jestro said the winner to my question, which is true. But Adam, JXB Adam said Freddy, so I think both of their names are Freddy.
There's an ice beam. Freddy's like, I don't need that. Wait a minute, that's gonna help. I'll grab that. Also,
easy story in there.
If we haven't said this before, and I know we haven't because I didn't say it, and I know Salty didn't say it. please, if you are not already following these runners, give these runners a follow. Follows are free for you to give. They show great support for these runners, and these runners are out here racing, putting on a great show, giving it their all. And even though things aren't working out really great for Leslie, you know, the best way to soothe that wound is all of a sudden like 200 extra people just start following Leslie. So go give Leslie a follow, and while you're doing that, give Freddy a follow as well. Links will be in chat shortly. All right, let's leap back into Kraid. This is Kraid version 2. This time we're gonna see Leslie pull off that quick kill. I saw the skills were there last time, just a little bit of a timing issue. Let's see it happen, Leslie.
Doing the charge, and then bam, got it.
Bam,
nice.
There it is. See,
the charge
it's all better now.
By the 4 supers, very nicely done.
This is what we all came here to see. Let's go, Leslie.
That's
as
right.
Freddy.
Lizard's dying.
Back. Yeah, Lizard's dying. Back on Freddy's side, we are on our way out of Lower Norfair. We have gotten through Wasteland. Continuing on, the only thing really in our path is some key hunters. Thankfully, we have Screw Attack.
Yeah, this is what the red key hunters are allergic to. Screw Attack. Unfortunately, their friend Gold Teresa normally holds on to it. So they have to deal with it almost all the time. But if you don't have it, ouch. Ouch times 6.
And that's putting it very, very nicely. Those key hunters are not afraid to wreck your day.
Alright, so Freddy still... Does Freddy have the Meridia boss still? Or is Freddy now done with the bosses?
Freddy still has the Meridia boss.
Okay.
Ridley is still alive in East Meridia. Freddy did reset out of that, so has to go to East Meridia to clean that up. Meantime, Leslie hopefully will go to Lower Norfair. We'll remember that Ice Beam check. We'll pick up that Varia suit and, you know, start just racing Boss Rush style to the end of this seed. Oh, incompetent. I don't think anybody is taking the time to go back for a shiny reserve tank. Except maybe Salty, because it is shiny.
And that's why I'm retiring, because I just can't get over the shiny stuff. It's a block in my... it's a plateau block in my development, so there's nothing I can do anymore to get better. So, calling it a career after I'm done calling this race.
And I agree with... and I'm going to probably murder your name, so please forgive me. Alamaxia, I love chorizo. Yes, chorizo mode is the best.
Especially in breakfast burritos.
Alright, Freddy doing a little bit of checking around here in Upper Norfair does find a pack of supers. Definitely gonna take those. Sees another pack of supers, we're going back for those. Not sure why we're not checking wave and or speed. Maybe we did check wave coming out and just saw like an E-tank or something. I'm not sure. But it wouldn't have been a reserve tank because the reserve tank's at the top of wreck ship. At least the Chozo reserve tank.
Leslie's going back to beach here to pick up some extra ammo. Looks like got some Ridley on the brain. Want to take care of that stupid pelican.
That would be super awesome. I'd love to see Leslie go back in there and just get some sweet, sweet revenge on that god-awful space pelican.
I 100% agree.
And we've got Freddy through Frog Speedway, getting ready to head back up to East Meridia, I think. Got 40 super missiles on tap, ready to deliver right to the soft underbelly of Ridley. or to Ridley's back, or anywhere else except Ridley's tail.
Yeah, tail doesn't help, unfortunately. That's just a big owie machine.
Yeah, chat is correct. I think Freddy's audio has desynced a little bit. It sounds like it's about 1 second to 2 seconds behind stream, unfortunately. We will call that technical difficulties that are beyond Freddy's control. It's most likely the restream. Okay, Leslie, back into East Meridia. This gonna take a save here. I like this save. I really wish Leslie had done it previously. Most likely gonna go hit the sand pits now. As we see a high five, both runners in the same room, just going different directions.
See a sand pit, maybe even a shack tool.
We don't want to see Shack Tool. But to be fair, Shack Tool is a Chozo, so Shack Tool will at least contain a major.
That's absolutely true.
Double super sand pit. That's the best thing that Leslie could have found down here, right next to possibly a couple E-tanks. Though only picking up the one super, an interesting move. As we see Freddy is just going to blaze on through here, already have... Oh, hello. We get to fight Bot Woon again.
Hey, it's shack tool.
And we get to see Shack Tool. All right, chat, let's get our Shack Tool hype out. We're getting the tool.
It's gonna be plasma. Or space jump, because I didn't call space jump first.
Or it could be high jump. Or it could be the rudest thing of all, which would just be another E-tank.
That's impossible. That's 4,000% not high jump. Watch it be high jump, guys.
Well, I don't think high jump would be a bad item for Leslie. I think Leslie will not turn that down. High jump makes the Ridley fight much easier.
Oh, definitely. High jump is not a bad item. I just said
morph bombs.
certainly...
Oh my goodness. Chat coming in flaming with morph bombs. I totally forgot about those, but those could absolutely be down here.
I just said with certainty that it wouldn't be, so I know the game is going to mock me and make it that. But I love me some high jump boots. But now that chat says morph ball bombs, I don't doubt it. Let's see what happens to be.
Looks like Leslie's forgotten. What was it? I didn't see.
E.
It was an E-tank. Why? Okay, Leslie resetting to the Aqueduct save. Good save reset there. Freddy not even bothering with a save. Just going to go down here and obliterate a Space Pelican.
Yeah, remember Freddy, his name's Rodney. You both have Y's in your name. You gotta show him you're the better Y.
Alright, Leslie gonna check sandpit number 2. The Ridley fight is significantly easier when you don't hear that health meter ticking down.
Yeah, that's just a mental security, not having to hear that. Double missiles, yuck.
And the worst thing in a sand pit,
right here.
Yeah, should have reset right back to Aqueduct and moved on. But I truly think Leslie is confused on this seed, as Freddy has defeated the Space Pelican. We'll see if Freddy is going to check back here. It's probably worth a check. It could still be Plasma. Even Supers, not a terrible boss reward. It's going to help with the Mother Brain fight.
IP, absolutely correct. Well, Leslie has seen Upper North Fair, but ice was something that was just not checked, so that's just a total bummer.
Yeah, so to recap for Incompetent Perfectionist who asked, was Varia at ice? Yes, Varia was at ice. Leslie did see Upper Norfair, chose not to do the run to the ice beam because I think it was low tanks at that point, and
It was
just
early, yeah.
hasn't thought to go back there yet. Getting some supers here in the warehouse closet, pantry, whatever we call it. And for our tracker, sound better now from Jestro. And yes, I believe that we have resynced the audio. Thank you so much, Jestro, for not only being the best tracker in the business, but also being an amazing setup person.
And ice check was honestly really early for both of them. Neither of them had tanks or Varia because, well, Varia is at ice. So, yeah, they both decided to skip it. Freddy remembered to do it, and now Leslie is going there. So, this
is good for Leslie. Unfortunately, I think it's probably just a little bit way too late. But going to get his Varia suit would make Lower Norfair not too bad. Just unfortunate ordering of things.
No one ever has unfortunate ordering of things when they race me, though. But that's
Are you
okay.
kidding?
I'm here to hand out W's.
I can hand out some W's too. There's the Varia suit. Oh, I agree, Leslie. Super that suit. It deserves it.
Adam is pulling off his best Oprah in chat, giving everyone W's. Here's a dub for you. Here's a dub for you.
All right, Leslie, now having the Varia suit, having quite a few different things, gonna head down Crumble Shaft, might pick up the super missiles that are up here at the top as Freddy is heading up towards Torian. And there's that super missile in Crumble Shaft, Leslie picking it up expertly. Good job, Leslie, falling down. Next stop should be Lower Norfair.
Jestro, yes, I will be. Because I have retired.
Wow. This is sitcom style. We don't use laugh tracks. Everything here is live, and as it is, unless you're watching it on YouTube, and then it was live, and it's not live then.
But it's live now. Welcome to February 11th, 2027. I hope everyone is breathing. I don't know what's going on. But welcome.
It is Phil. This race is true. This race is so from the base beast. This race is being filmed in front of a live studio chat.
They have all of our seats behind us, and they're being so polite, not even making noise.
And here's
they're
Leslie.
Just on their keyboards.
Let's see. Leslie's going to do a gravity jump from here. This is an unusual location. I don't think that'll work. And the chat is going wild with clapping. Chat, if you approve of these racers, let's get our clapping emotes out. If you don't have clapping emotes, just type clap, clap, clap. As Leslie, all right, we're going. Leslie's at the top of Lava Dive, just has to get these jumps. There it is. Leslie's up and over as Freddy is into Metroid Room 2, cruising on through Torian.
And the cool thing about Metroid Room 3 is there's 3 Metroids in it. That's pretty neat, huh? How they made that work.
It would have been funny if it went 1, 2, 3, 4 for the counts of Metroids, but they absolutely
4, 2, 3, 3. Yeah, it would have been funny if they did that. But yeah, we got a 4, 2, 3, 3 going on, and Freddy is done with all 4 of them. Or
wow,
all
Salty.
All of them.
Salty, do you know what we just did as Freddy's getting ready to face off with the baby? We just discovered one of the very few mistakes that Deer Force has made with making this game. Amazing.
I know, we're pretty incredible. I'm gonna have to give myself a round of applause. And
And
chat,
we
if
see
you agree
here,
with me, please say boo. Boo in chat.
yeah. 4233. That's the combo of my luggage. I really do appreciate the Spaceballs reference. As Freddy facing left, gonna lose 40 frames. And Leslie is here in Lower Norfair, getting through worst room in the game. Oh, you want to spin there. You use those screw attacks. Kill those pirates. Those pirates will heck you up everywhere, especially if you're trying to do a crystal flash.
Yeah, no one should ever crystal flash in front of one of those pirates. That's just ridiculous and silly. I don't know anyone who's ever done that.
Yeah, sadly, Agatu is not in this game, but I have seen the agonometry go very, very poorly at times. Usually when I'm playing, Freddy, having gotten past the baby, taking the refills, moving on, about to drop down. Let's see if Freddy can get this Zeb skip.
Oh, and he gets the eye door skip by shooting it in the face with a super. That's a really nice move right there.
Missiles open the door, so you would do that if you were thinking about refilling. And we're missiling out the Zebs a little bit too. This is interesting.
Maybe he likes the ball. Nope, gonna destroy them all. Using
Well,
all
the ball would work. Did he actually pick up and keep spring ball? I thought he disrespected the spring ball and walked away from it.
You can do it without spring ball. It's just a little bit harder.
Well, that's the swag we're all here to see, as we see Mother Brain 1 glass broken, missiles going into the brain of Mother Brain, and yeah, we're on to MB2. All right, Leslie, finding some missiles of shame at the power bombs of shame location. Getting ready to drop down here, going to find Dragon is indeed home and ready for a good frying.
Yeah, shooting the brain, right in the brain, all brainulating it.
I think we should just call it braining the brain. I think that's what it might be called when you hit somebody in the head, is braining them. I don't know, though.
You cap them right in the dome. With Spazer and ice. And nice onion ring dodge. Although I'm still hungry, so if you want to give me some of those onion rings, I'll take them.
Yep, and we're moving on here. The big danger that Freddy has at this point is that catch-up beam. It can double or triple hit, and while Freddy has a reasonable amount of energy, that can go away very, very quickly. Leslie in the farming room, pulling out the original farming beam. Let's go.
And as they call the farm beam in Germany, farm something else that's German. I couldn't say it back. It was a hard word. But that's what Beamer taught me.
Oh! Freddy takes a catch-up right to the chin.
Oh, no more hits, Freddy. No
Freddy
more hits.
is very low. This is dangerous.
Oh, this is super dangerous. Oh, boy.
If Leslie needed anything to get back into it, it would be some unfortunateness here at MB2 for Freddy.
Don't accidentally run into the lake now. Just take the rainbow.
Yep.
There you go.
Okay, Freddy is now tasting the rainbow. That was a scary fight. We almost turned this race right on its head. Leslie Pro getting ready to take on everybody's least favorite shrimp, Dragon.
I also asked how to say taste the rainbow in German, and I still can't say that either. So, that's for all you guys. I learned that for you, even though I didn't say anything.
And a very good quick kill by Leslie on Dragon. Crispy fried shrimp it is, as the baby has shown up and is telling Mother Brain to please take a seat. Ice Beam acquired by Leslie. And the baby showing that Metroids can do more than just drain energy, they can restore that energy.
Only if it thinks you're its mother. Otherwise, they'll just eat you.
Well, you know, we've been talking about food all night. Of course, that's what's going to happen. So as the baby is eating its onion rings, Leslie Pro making his way out of Lorne Warfare. Oh no, the baby. And yes, chat, I am contractually required to say those lines at that point in the run. We have the Hyper Beam. I believe it is 36 shots will make Mother Brain 3 disappear.
Yeah, Adam has a 7-year contract with SpeedGaming to say that at every end of SM. He gets paid 7 cents for it if he doesn't. If he doesn't do it, he has to supply all the napkins for everyone's summer barbecues. So you might as well say it and save your money from the napkins.
That's right. We see MB3 is down for Freddy. Freddy about to enter the escape. Has the Spood Beaster, so this will be a speeded escape. Should be pretty fast. Very little can go wrong from here for Freddy, as Leslie Pro is continuing to escape Lorne Warfare. Are we going to do an X-ray stand-up? Let's see it. Oh, I guess not. There we go, Leslie. Good job. Let's keep moving. Let's kill these geek hunters with some nice, good old screw attacks right to their faces. Well, maybe not that first one, but maybe this one. There we go.
And that one. Bada bing, bada boom.
Yep. Heck those key hunters as we have Freddy into the Leodoc's room. Coming up to the top. Heading down. Will we see the final moonfall of the game? No, we won't. Fire Fleece holds a pack of super missiles for Leslie Pro. All right, let's see. Do we get Task Spark, Behe Spark, Left Side Spark, Behe Spark? Sort of. I think there was a little pause there, but that was still a nice spark nonetheless by Freddy. Into Parlor. The only thing between Freddy and victory now is Steam.
And Freddy coming in for the W.
All right, chat, let's get our GGs out for your race winner, Freddy Nick, with an official racetime.gg time of 1 hour, 16 minutes, and 2 seconds.
GG's, Freddy.
In the meantime, we do have Leslie Pro soldiering on. Sees missiles at Franker Z Missiles, not too much of a shock. Almost done with Lorne Warfare.
Yeah, I think Leslie is normally just one to want to finish the seed, wants to complete something that they started, so he wants to finish this off. So we might not have time for a Leslie interview. And I don't think Freddy's super comfortable with English, so we might not have an interview at all this evening. But they did put on a good show for us, so please give them a follow. Totally free for you, and helps them out with their Twitch channels. And yeah, big thanks to Jestro. Follow Jestro and Adam as well.
And when you're out there following me, don't actually follow me. Follow Salty instead. Salty actually streams. And another E-Tank at the Wave Beam location for Leslie. And yes, Freddy has confirmed that he will not be coming in for an interview, and that's perfectly fine. GG's, Freddy. All right, Leslie's here in Bubble Mountain. Where are we going, Leslie? Hopefully East Meridia. And we have Leslie putting Norfair in the rearview mirror, continuing on, heading back to Meridia. And I do not believe we have any races following us tonight, so as long as Jestro entertains us, we will be happy to stay here and cover the rest of Leslie Pro's run. Oh, Jestro calling out things that I didn't call out. Thank you, Jestro. Greatest tracker ever. High jump boots at speed and heat shield at Norfair Reserve, and I didn't see them because Leslie Pro didn't check them. Jestro's reading them off of the credits on Freddy's screen.
Leslie just with a bot wound, Ridley, and then Torian the go. Pretty much seeing the finish line in sight.
Absolutely. This has been a valiant effort. I think it should be obvious to everyone that Leslie is not super familiar with Chozo as a logic, and that's okay. We all have to learn somewhere, and just because of lack of familiarity, that doesn't mean that Leslie's been playing badly. Leslie has actually been playing very, very well. Just a bunch of unfortunateness. About to put the sea snake down again. And 10 super missiles later, that is one dead bot wound. Leslie pre-opening the door back, going to head on, probably a little bit of farming, and then in to face the great space pelican, Ridley, Rodney, Riddles. I don't know, whatever we want to call him tonight.
It's of no consequence. Ridley stinks.
Honestly, all that heat, I think most people would stink.
You know, that's fair. It's a lot of sweat. Keeps his room like a sauna.
All right, doing a little farm up here just to make sure we're full. We'll see if Leslie takes a safety save before going in. This time we have Varia suit, much less danger. But we're about to find out. So what do you think, Salty? Would fried Ridley taste good with buffalo sauce?
I don't know what his species actually is, but I would say yes. Doesn't look like there's a whole lot of meat in his bones, though. It's mostly just a skeleton space bird. But
That
buffalo
is
sauce
true.
tastes good, so I'll go with yeah.
All right, we got Leslie Pro heading in. No safety save. Not a problem. This time, got the Varia suit. We've got a whole bunch of energy. Ridley stands very little chance here. And by very little, I mean Leslie's about to smash a pelican. Oh, gotta stop jumping into those claws. Don't give Ridley hugs. All right, there we go. Got a good pogo pattern, pumping super missiles into Ridley. Ridley playing nice a little bit, maybe Ridley feeling sorry. And there's the grab. That's one dead space pelican. Leslie gonna check back here and find out it's not plasma beam, but just a pack of supers. Still gonna take them. All right, now we just have to trek back out of Meridia, up to Torian, and go bust us a brain. Coliseum, not quite as easy if you don't have space jump and only have double jump, but double jump can make it decent. All right, we're out of Coliseum. We're about to fly right through Botwoon's hallway. Let's see if we fall through the sand. That's the fastest way out of Meridia. Let's see. Nope, we're going this way. That's all right. We'll still get through Meridia. Visit the former home lair of Botwoon. And coming down here, it does take speed to get through this too. The developers knew what they were doing when they made Meridia. All right, we're gonna spark up here to the top of Everest. Not a bad play at all. And into Redfish Room. About to leave Meridia in the rearview mirror. Straight on till Torian. The next boss of the game is remembering that this is not area randomization. You do not get a refill. You need to stop at the ship for all your ammo needs. All right, Leslie remembers that. Stopping at the ship. We'll see if the save is taken. And that is a save.
Yeah, good call. No ammo refill on the ride down this time since we're not in the area.
Absolutely. It's one of those things you just have to remember. And with this beam combo, forgetting to refill the ammo would make the fight take an extra long time. All right, here it is, Torian. We're heading over to the Golden 4 statue, which in randomizers is already sunk to the bottom of the sea. Elevator exposed. Down into Torian Leslie goes.
Metroid Room 1. Here we go. And Ice and Wave, so you have a nice setup for the Zeb skip if you don't want to use ammo. Although Leslie has plenty of ammo to use that too.
All right, we're into Metroid Room 3, so named because there are 3 Metroids in this room. Maybe. Uh-oh, we've been grabbed. It's
That's
power
okay.
bombing time.
Just power bomb time. We'll go refill anyway. No big deal. There they go. Night to Metroid Room 4. Next stop, the baby.
Duh, baby. We have speed. We do not have high jump. Baby skip would be possible, but very difficult.
Yeah, Wave makes it slightly less difficult, but looks like Leslie's just taking the suits off the lower.
Yeah, taking the suits off, damaging down. Like, gotta be careful damaging down with the suits off. This could accidentally kill you. Wow, that was a good damage down. And just hop up into the loving maw of the baby. Quick drain, facing right, saving 40 frames. Here we go.
Because of the timing of that pause, it looked like the Metroid actually killed Samus there for a second. I was getting a little worried. But no, it was well done. It just, I don't know, the graphics made me think like, oh, something weird happened.
That's okay. I like it when we can freak out the comms. It's what we do sometimes. Leslie missiling the door, going to take a missile refill, I think. All right, Leslie, moving along here. Let's see if we get a safety save prior to going into the Mother Brain area. Leslie says, I've got a ship save. I don't need no save. Are we getting a speed skip?
Looks like we're
no
getting
speed
at least
skip.
an attempt. No. Okay, yeah, we got an
I
attempt.
got it. That's a difficult speed skip to get. You got to do a bunch. You got to do the taps just right. And I think screw attack's still on. So this is a difficult down back skip that has to be done. And Leslie finally says, you know what? I've got ammo. Zebs don't have infinite life. I'm killing y'all.
Yeah, 11 missiles or 4 supers will take these out. So leaving Leslie with 15 and 48. Oh, except for an extra one there.
Freezing some Rinkas. We're just gonna go missile crazy. There's the supers going into the brain. 1 turret snipe. All right, we still have 37 super missiles on tap. With this beam combo of 180, it's 100 shots to take out Mother Brain minus the ammo.
And 60 supers will kill Mother Brain, so let's see, 23 left over. I'm not even going to try and do commentator math right now, but it's not going to be 100 shots, I can tell you that.
Nope. As long as all these supers go into the dome.
And nice pace coming up here, yeah. Didn't miss a single one, and dodged all but one attack. So very nicely done. Has plenty of
Uh-oh.
extra.
Are we doing what I think we're doing?
We're gonna get some nice X factors on Mother Brain.
Oh, man, there's some swag. You don't see X Factors on Mother Brain very often. Swaggy. I don't know if I'd be doing this, but hey, I'm going to give Leslie props for this swag. This is not something you see every day.
I've used the plasma special beam attack on Mother Brain's head before. But yeah, I have not seen an X Factor on Mother Brain. It's a lot harder to time, honestly. The plasma one at least rotates into the head in a counterclockwise motion.
And we are joined by our race runner-up, Leslie Pro. Spoilers, chat. Leslie's not going to die here to MB2 and not going to die in the escape. Yo, Vincent.
Much as some folks might like Schadenfreude, there's only so much Schadenfreude we can stand.
Oh, this seed gave you the business and then some. I think it's just a case of I don't think you recognized what the logic was or what was going on. Maybe.
Bit of that. To be honest, though, my experience with Chozo Rando Seeds is not much. But what I will say is that I did not, first and foremost, I did not expect to have to hell run to get to Varia Suit. I swore it would have been in Meridia, but then, surprise, you get Ridley instead, and that death pretty much sealed the deal on my end.
Yeah, that was unfortunate, but you did. So there were two things that were going in your favor, even though the fight ultimately didn't go your way. The first was you had plenty of super missiles, and the second was the gravity suit did roll the 25% heat reduction on, so you weren't taking full heat damage.
I have a hard time noticing that, so I wasn't sure or not. I just knew I had to try at that point because, unlike some others, rando settings, this one locks you in. You're locked in, so you have to fight it out. Just didn't work
Absolutely. Well, you gave it a valiant effort. What I will say on Chozo logic is the Hell Run to Ice Beam requires 2 tanks. So that can be 2 E-tanks or an E-tank and a reserve tank. And as long as an E-tank and a reserve tank from a Chozo statue are found, then the Ice Beam Hell Run is in logic.
I see. Because I was told most of the Hell Runs weren't in, so that's why that one was scratched off my list. I was expecting something else to be stinky, like something good hidden where we couldn't get them early because power bombs weren't until Big Pink, basically.
That's right. Power bombs were like I was afraid that this Chozo seed was going to pull a Varia special and put power bombs someplace god awful, and Big Pink was pretty awful.
Oh no, I had something else in mind. Like, imagine, say, you had Speed Booster at Kraid and Wave Beam, and you had to take this god awful roundabout route to get to Crocomire and have power bombs there. I've seen that happen in Varia Seeds.
Ooh, well, it is a possibility. Crocomire does hold a single Chozo statue.
Yeah. Would have been nice to have had a space jump so I could get Plasma Beam. But, the things that do and don't pan out.
Yeah, this was one of those where generally in Chozo Seeds you're not going to have hell runs because you just don't get the energy for it since there's only 3 logical E-tanks and 1 logical reserve tank.
It makes sense.
It is possible, though very rare, that you could get all 4 of those, and that's going to put Cathedral and Wave and the Speed Booster check in logic. So, like Cathedral to Bubble Mountain, I mean.
Oh, yeah, I knew what you meant there. Yes, that just sounds like it would be that would just be about as stinky as a wet fart. Ugh.
Yeah, honestly, that's the sort of stuff where where it sounds like the commentators are just making up mean things to happen to the runners, but it can happen.
Nope, it is a thing that can happen. In my first seed, in the first week at seed I had was basically that. I just couldn't do it. I had to throw up my hands and say, yeah, this is just the Dash Rando being an excessive Rudy poo.
Yeah, that happens sometimes. As we put it often, rando gonna rando.
Yep, and it certainly did rando on this one.
Well, what I like to say is every completed seed or every chance you get to look at stuff, it's just something you can learn and take away from it. And I guess the 2 E-tanks to get to Ice Beam is the big thing to take away from this particularly smelly Chozo seed.
Yeah, this was certainly a stinker, no doubt about that.
Yeah, I figured you were having issues with the logic because before you died to Ridley, you were going to all the minor locations, and at the very beginning, there was screw attack on the Chozo statue and then double jump in the ceiling, which that can throw runners for a loop too.
Yeah, certainly threw me for a loop, especially since I'm used to... Well, I'm not used to having just spin boost, if you want to throw a term out from Metroid Dread. I'm not used to using that in this game, per se. But what really, like you said, what threw me off was not realizing that the Ice Beam Hell Run was not only in logic, it was the answer, with the irony being I was practicing the mock ball for it ahead of time, so... Irony strikes? Yeah!
Well, you did have the speed booster available to get to it too. And then the other thing that you'd see in the credits is that the heat shield was actually placed in the seed, and it was placed at Norfair Reserve, so that could have also helped out. But that's a heat shield behind a lot worse hell running.
Oh yeah, no doubt about it. Even though Frog Speedway takes a lot off of that particular hell run, you still got to go through at least one fire room to get to it. No.
Oh
2.
yeah, the real difficulty would be getting through Norfair Reserve to get to the heat shield, because that room is non-trivial. Space Jump makes it nicer, but only a little bit. And also, props to those X Factors on MB2. That was fun to see.
Yeah, I just pulled that out on a whim. I don't know what I was thinking, but I didn't like what was happening with the damage and me taking damage as well, so I decided to just can it, not risk dying again.
That's fair. So, yeah, we're not going to have Freddy for an interview. Freddy, known to not be too comfortable with interviews, and that's completely fine. Salty, did you have any questions for Leslie?
No, I think everything was covered very well.
It would have been nice if I could have busted it. The only thing I will say is it would have been nice if I could have just lucked my way into a Zeb skip. It would have made Mother Brain easier, but some reason it just doesn't want to click. Don't know why, it doesn't want to click.
Yeah, the Zeb skip going in there, I believe, is a 2-tap, so it's a non-trivial trick to pull off. 1 tap, you'd see runners do it all the time, but 2 traps makes it very difficult.
I believe you're referencing the speed. It's not 2.
Yeah, the speed.
I'll explain it as Echo Rider explained it to me. The speed one is a stutter 3-tap through the door transition, so that is far from trivial. There's also
you made it worse. Thank you.
Yeah, there's an ice setup for it that a lot of other runners use, and is how low percent ice is possible. Just can't get it to work. Ah, well.
Yeah. So the ice Zeb skip, the screw attack is what messes you up. If you have screw attack on, you have to do a down back to get through that Zeb.
That would do it.
Just in case you didn't know that, I'll throw that one out there.
Yeah. Yeah, and for anybody who said that downbacks are free, no, they're not.
Downbacks are like the wave. They're free when you get them. Otherwise, they're not.
Yep, ain't that the truth?
All right. Did you have any other comments on the seed, Leslie, before we close it out for the night?
Well, not as far as I'm aware, not many weeks left of these Super Metroid Dash Mystery Swiss rounds, so stay tuned, as the best is yet to come.
That's right. We have one more week of Swiss, and then we will be into brackets.
Alrighty, I'm looking forward to seeing how it all plays out. I'm falling short of brackets this time, but you know what? It's fine by me. I'm just doing it for fun, and besides, it had been a while since I had done competitive Super Metroid randos, so I figured, we gotta scratch that itch, and let's make something fun happen.
Absolutely, and I encourage anyone out there who plays casually, if you've ever wanted to give it a try, if you play these games casually, come out, join a tournament. It's okay. You might not win, but the goal of anything you do should not be like you should want to win, but you should also have your goal be to just have fun in what you're doing.
Yep, and that is the point of it all. Have fun, or what are you doing?
Torturing yourself, I think, and that's unfortunate. All right, I think that's going to bring us to an end tonight. I will do a few announcements, and then we'll close it out. The first announcement is the games for tomorrow. You'll have to check the SpeedGaming schedule to find out what channels these games will be on. But we have 3 games scheduled, one at 5:10 p.m. Eastern. It's Kupo versus Ikir. And then we'd have 2 games scheduled at 10:10 p.m. The first one is Papa Schmo versus Smellin. The second one is DJ Webb versus Mass Hysteria. And with that, I would like to shout out SpeedGaming and say thank you, SpeedGaming, for letting us stream on your channels. Without channels to stream, we don't have a place where we're restreaming, and our chat and your chat doesn't get to enjoy not only these great racers and the show that they put on, but the wonderful discussions that me and a certain salty bird put on in the commentary booth.
And just want to toss out something that our tracker put in chat. Is that Ace versus Rusty is tomorrow night with DJ versus Mass on Tuesday. And then after that...
Oh my goodness, I am so bad at reading. So now chat has learned not only can I not speak English, I can't read it either. That's right. It's 5:10 p.m. on Tuesday for DJ versus Mass. I read the wrong line. The 10:10 p.m. will be Ace Zero versus Iron Rusty. Channel to be determined. My humblest apologies. Thank you, Jestro, for telling me, yes, in fact, I am error.
But do you know Bagoo?
Not only do I know Bagoo, but I am able to cross. And with that...
Cross versus Craze finishes out Tuesday, and with that, we will get our Week 6 pairings. So stay tuned. There's going to be some fireworks in those for sure.
All right. And with that, on behalf of myself, JXP Adam, my co-com Salty Pigeon 87, the greatest Super Metroid tracker to ever join the game, Jestro Zooks, our runners, Leslie Pro 04 and freddyn3k with a 3K for the Nick. I would like to say thank you very much for joining us, and we will see you all next mission. Good night, everybody.